Hi guys, welcome to Night School, the playlist that will help you improve Age of Empires 2. So we're looking at build orders, and in particular this time we're looking at the Scout Rush build order. So Scout Rush build order is quite a beginner's level to intermediate level build order, which will help you to progress up the multiplayer level ranking. So first of all, what you do is build your 2 houses with your starting villagers, and then send them to sheep, and all new villagers will go to sheep. So you've got a total of 6 villagers on sheep. All the while you're doing that, just make sure you're still scouting around the map trying to find your extra resources. So there should be another 4 sheep somewhere and 2 boar. Also try and use your sheep for some extra scouting if possible, just to get as much map information as you can as quickly as possible. So once you've got your 6 villagers on sheep, you need to send the next 3 over to wood and build a lumber camp. As you can hear, I've just found the rest of the sheep, which is good. So we just need to find another boar. Okay, so the 3rd villager has now come out for the wood, and the next villager to come out is going to go and lure a boar. If you don't know what boar luring is, it's where your villager comes over to the boar, shoots it once, and brings it back to the town centre for the other villagers here to attack it. So you're going to find that this sheep is going to run out before the villager comes back with the boar, so what you'll do is just send him over, collect the rest of the food from there. So the next villager to come out is going to make 2 houses and then go to berries. And then the next 3 villagers to come out will go to collect berries. As you can see, the boar has now been lured. You may need to garrison the villager so that it doesn't die. But if you've still got some food left on the sheep, make sure you just send a couple of villagers to carry on collecting the food from there, because you don't want to lose out on that extra food there. Don't want to let it rot and disappear. So once you've started sending your villagers to the berries, do make sure that you get the mill up. And do remember to keep scouting the map. Okay, so we've now got the 4 villagers on berries, and we do now know where the second boar is because of the sheep scouted it. So we're just going to send the next villager out to get the boar and lure that one back in to the town centre. Okay, so your next 2 villagers to come out are going to go to the boar. Okay, so that's the last villager to go to boar. So what you want to do at this point is take your 2 weakened villagers, so the ones that did the luring, and make 2 farms with those. And the next 3 villagers to come out are going to go to wood. Ideally you want to make a second lumber camp with those. However, we've not got enough wood to do that at the moment, so just send the first one over to that existing lumber camp, and then the next 2 will go to another wood line and make a lumber camp. Again, just still remember to keep scouting the map. As you can see, this sheep still done a little bit over there. But now the last villager has come out, and we're going to click up after we've researched loom. The loom's just coming in, and you'll notice we're at 21 population at this point, so that's 20 villagers plus your starting scout. So as soon as you've clicked up, send 4 villagers over to wood, which will be an even split of 5 villagers in total per lumber camp. The reason why it's best to split them up is just because it's a bit more efficient in terms of the villagers will have less distance to travel to the lumber camps, and they won't be bumping into each other and slowing each other down. So as you can see on the minimap, my scout is now scouting around the enemy base. And now we're at about 50% research for the feudal age. We're going to make a barracks. So this is a 21 population scout build order. The old meta used to be 22 population, so you'd have an extra villager on wood. But it's quite easy to do it with 21, so that will just give you a little bit of an edge if your opponent is going up with 22. You'll be 25 seconds quicker, hopefully. So you can get that attacking quicker. So once feudal age comes in, you go over and make a stable, as we are doing here. Ideally, if you can afford it, research double bit axe and horse collar when you have got the resources to do so. As soon as the stable is built, you want to make around between 3 and 5 new scouts, including the original starting scout. That'll give you between 4 and 6 scouts. What I'd recommend doing is get 3 new scouts, add your existing scout to it, and then go on the attack, and then the 2 other new ones can go and just reinforce the attack. So any new villages that come out, you want to be generally just sending them to the straggler trees, and then whenever you've got 60 wood, make a farm. But generally they're all going to farms. And that's pretty much it for the scout build itself. Just keep on making farms until you've got around, you really want between 10 and 14 farms before you can start thinking of what to do next, whether that's advance to the castle age, or add in some archers, or add in some skirmishers. But we'll just demonstrate how the attack goes now. So we're at 4 scouts. The next 2 will garrison around here, and will support in the attack. So it's always best to put them in box formation because they're just a little bit easier to maneuver when you're going on the attack. So find where the resources are and just go in on the attack and hopefully kill some of the villagers. Even just knocking them off from what they're doing is gaining you some valuable time that their villagers are not producing or collecting anything. Do be careful of the spearmen. The spearmen do counter the cavalry scouts, so just be careful of that because your scouts will die quickly to them. You'll have a better chance if you've got bloodlines or if you are Franks against the spearmen, and generally with these sort of numbers as well, you can probably take 1 or 2 of the spearmen and kill them off. Ideally, what you want to be doing is just keep attacking. So go and find some more resources. I had to run away a little bit there just because of the spearmen, but we know there's a lumber camp here and a wood line, so that's where we're going to attack next and try and pick off some more villagers. But even so, it will distract him from what he's doing. He's got all these villagers now that aren't going to be collecting any resources, and as you can see, we've got a 7 villager lead now, and it's putting us in a good situation going forward. So that's it for this video. Hope you've learnt something from it and you can effectively implement a scout rush. Thanks, I'll see you on the next one.